Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are back, and we're going to be doing a Smackdown review. There will be another video actually coming up. Actually, after this review, there will be another video I'll be posting after this review. So, yeah, be sure to keep your eyes out on that. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, so that way you'll be aware. And before we get this review started, could we try and hit a like goal as well? Maybe let's say 5 likes, since 10 is a bit too much. The last time I asked, let's try for 5 likes. Let's see if we can get to 5 likes in this review. So anyway, the show started off with the Usos and the New Day versus The Miz, John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode. The Usos and the New Day got the win. The Usos pinned Robert Roode to get the win. I mean, Robert Roode is becoming the male version of Billie Kay, because Billie Kay, every time the Iconics wrestled, she was always the one to take the pinfalls for her team. So to me, it just feels like Robert Roode is in that same category. Tucker confronted Mandy Rose to talk about the Valentine's Day date, and there was one sentence that stood out to me the most in this entire thing, was the fact that Tucker brought up the text message that Otis got, because the text message that Otis got was saying that Mandy Rose was running 1 hour late. So, and Mandy was already there waiting for Otis. So the fact that Tucker brought up the text message, it shows that WWE are keeping this storyline constant, that they're bringing up situations that happened last week. And Mandy Rose's reaction to the text message was, What text? I never sent a text. She had that look of, I never sent a text. So, I know at least I don't think I brought up the text message last week. I might have to go back and check my review if I did bring that up last week. But in case if I didn't bring up the text message last week from the Valentine's Day video, I mean, here's the thing. I've been trying to figure out ways on how this storyline could progress. And on Twitter, there was this Twitter account that came up with the idea of the text message that Otis got. And he asked, who do you think is the culprit behind the text message? And I was actually like, I honestly didn't think of that. I was on the right track of Sonya Deville. I was on the right track of thinking Sonya Deville could have had something to do with this. But then you get the text message and you piece the puzzles together. And you're like, I think it was Sonya Deville that was behind the text message. So what? So this is my final prediction for this entire feud. This is my final prediction for this storyline. When the conclusion to this storyline comes, it'll be revealed. Someone or somebody is going to find out who was behind the text message, and Sonya Deville will be caught red-handed. You know what this entire situation could remind you of? Enzo Amore and Big Cass. What do you think what happened in that storyline all those years ago? Big Cass betrayed Enzo because someone attacked Enzo backstage. Big Cass started, do people even remember this storyline? I do, obviously, because I'm talking about it. Big Cass accused The Revival, accused The Big Show for attacking Enzo Amore, and then it was revealed that it was Big Cass. So who's to say Sonya Deville doesn't do the same thing? She starts accusing, let's say, Alexa Bliss. She starts accusing maybe Carmella. She starts accusing Nikki Cross or Lacey Evans. She starts accusing people for sending the text message. But then, and maybe she even accuses Tucker. Who's to say Sonya doesn't accuse Tucker for the text message. And then, when the whole storyline comes full circle, they reveal that it was Sonya Deville that sent the text message. Mandy Rose is all shocked that her best friend did this, and Sonya Deville attacks Mandy Rose and betrays her, and reveals that yes, she was behind the text message. She was behind everything that happened with her and Otis. She was behind everything. She was the culprit. That's it. That's my final prediction. Sonya Deville sent the text message. That's my final prediction in this entire storyline. And then we'll probably get a mixed tag match at WrestleMania involving Otis and Mandy, and Sonya and Dolph. That may sound lame. But it's better than nothing. It's better than just having Dolph Ziggler and Otis in a singles match, and better than Mandy and Sonya just being in a singles match. You may as well just make it a mixed tag at WrestleMania. I know it may sound lame, but I feel like that will be, a perfect ending to this whole thing, and Otis and Mandy will get together at the very end. I just got that feeling. Otis and Mandy are going to get together at the end, and Mandy's going to find out that Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville were behind the whole thing. I feel like Dolph and Sonya are working together, and that is what's going to lead to Mandy Rose realizing that Dolph Ziggler isn't the man, isn't really that man, or even Sonya Deville's the friend that she thought she was. So that's my final prediction. Sonya Deville is behind the text message, and she also reveals that she's been working with Dolph Ziggler this entire time. That's my final prediction. We have Braun Strowman and Elias take on Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro in a Symphony of Destruction match. This wasn't that bad, honestly. I actually kind of enjoyed this. I know many people may not like it, but I honestly did like it. I honestly did enjoy it. I thought it was a lot better than the last one they did. Yeah, gimmick matches are, stupid and everything, but I honestly thought this was definitely possibly the best match out of this entire feud. I'm just hoping this feud ends really soon. And honestly, why should Shinsuke Nakamura get a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship if he keeps losing? I guess losers deserve rematches, I guess. We have the Bella Twins on A Moment of Bliss. This was a good segment. I enjoyed this. Obviously, I enjoyed it because anything involving the women is thumbs up to me. The Bella Twins came back. They had a very good promo. They didn't sound scripted at all. They sounded perfect. And the fact that they brought up, and the fact that they're going into the Hall of Fame, just makes me happy. It just makes me really happy as a fan of the Bella Twins to see the Bellas go into the Hall of Fame. I'm very happy for them. They deserve it. Rather if people like it or not, whether you like it or not, you have no choice but to accept the Bella Twins as a Hall of Fame inductee, and you have no choice but to respect everything that these two accomplished in the company. People are going to say they only got popular because of Daniel Bryan and John Cena. That's your opinion, but other people think differently. Other people will think differently. The Bella Twins deserve their Hall of Fame induction. And after the Bella Twins have their talk on the Moment of Bliss, where we finally have a Moment of Bliss with no one interrupts, which made sense, because why would you have two pregnant women get interrupted? Then it all leads to Daniel Bryan coming out with Birdie, his child, he and Bree's child, and he goes down to have a match with Heath Slater. Didn't care. Daniel Bryan got the victory there. Didn't really care for the match. Drew Gulak was there. Didn't really care either. So I guess there's your new tag team for Heath Slater then. I guess Heath Slater and Drew Gulak are most likely going to become partners soon. Who cares? Carmella versus Naomi. This was definitely the best match. This was one of the best matches of the night for the women. Naomi got the win with the springboard moonsault. Makes sense. Naomi deserved to win. Carmella had her chance last week, and Naomi is going to be going to Saudi Arabia to challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. I don't see Naomi winning as much as I want Naomi to win, as much as I think Naomi deserves to have another championship reign. I feel like her time will come soon. I feel like Naomi's time will come soon. Right now, I think we should all be focusing on Sasha Banks versus Bayley at WrestleMania. I think we should all be focusing on Sasha Banks. And eventually when Sasha Banks has her time, then you can give it to Naomi. That's when I think will be the perfect time to have Naomi have the title, where Sasha Banks has her time as champion, and then we can give it to Naomi, and then she can have another run with the championship. Because I feel like Sasha Banks is going to come back next week. Because a lot of people were saying that Sasha Banks was going to return this week and attack Lacey Evans during the interview. Now, as much as that made sense, if it was out in the ring, I think it would have happened. Because it was backstage, I felt like there was no reason to have Sasha Banks, attack Lacey Evans backstage. If the interview was taking place in the center of the ring, then I'd say, yeah, Sasha will come out then. But because it was backstage, to me, I just don't think it really made any sense. So that, just thought I'd get my opinions out on that. I reckon Sasha Banks will return next week when Bayley brags about beating Naomi at Super Showdown, and then that's when Sasha Banks will return, and then Sasha Banks will go on to win the Elimination Chamber, and then probably challenge for the title at WrestleMania. That's just my prediction there. And we also had Goldberg in the main event. Of course, we got to have Goldberg as the main event because WWE and they're finished with part-timers. Goldberg talked about the Fiend. The Fiend appeared in the ring. Goldberg gave him a spear, and the Fiend disappeared. And with that spear, ladies and gentlemen, that all but confirms that Goldberg will not be winning at the Super Showdown. So no one needs to have their pants in a bundle. Goldberg is not winning at Super Showdown. Anyway, guys, that's your quick opinions. That's my quick opinions on the on SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below, and I will see you all next time. And like I said, guys, keep your eyes out on a video that I'm going to be posting soon after this one. See you guys next time.